Big gap up today, overnight rally. Night trader captured it, blipped down on the night trader when the DAX opened. The market kind of had a blip down. Night trader got in, hit his profit target quickly, just a quick mean reversion type trade. Typical of the market environment that we're in, that's backstopped by the Fed. Any fast down moves are, you see this a lot when the Fed backs the market. Fast down moves, quick up move. But today there was a Gilead Sciences disappointment on coronavirus treatment, and that's where this sharp sell-off took place. And so very choppy downtrend. You know, it's the massive amount of mean reversion on this is pretty incredible. The refusal to take a break or to have a down day is extremely strong and thick, and so it's very hard to capture a good short unless you get in near the high. And but night trader captured the long side. Even in bear markets, you can capture long trades. Sometimes easier than in bear markets. For example, adaptive moving average did capture this short trade right here. Was long initially, rolled over on the Gilead Sciences news, and was up 675 today to make up for the losses on Cobra 3. So adaptive moving average, Cobra 3 canceled each other out. Gap fill master minus 525, night trader plus 675, and those were the trades. 4 trades in this workspace today. All strategy access 2. Tick pulsing Q is not in the portfolio. Along 60-minute breakout is not in the portfolio, but we leave them here to track them. We're tracking them. Tick count trend 2 was the only trade in the portfolio in this workspace, minus 625. All strategy access 3, Cobra Euro 4 plus 75, Asia Gold 4 plus 1500. This is one of the top strategies. This in the 2020 version is one of the top strategies. Let me show you that. So going back 12 months, here is the equity curve on this. Nice equity curve since about October of last year. I'll show you the 2020 version as well. 47 trades in the last year, $250 average trade profit. Good gains in gold. Asia Gold. The short version did not trade today. It is down. Gold, the trend in gold has been up. Would not be surprised to see 1800 pretty soon in gold. And SR counter trend 4 silver. No trades here in a while. SR counter trend 4 and 2 in crude oil. We recommended not to trade these because you can't trade the June contract at TradeStation, and the margins are higher at other brokers. You could trade the July contract, but these were both down on the day. Massive down move, says the trend is down into short rallies, and so it's just because of this market environment, you can just get this massive counter trend rally where it's hard to trade a strategy like this. And so we recommended not to trade crude oil in general, but if you want to, you can trade the July contract, and you could have some success with that. But today was down. Let's see, no other trades in this workspace. All strategy access 4. Once again, the SR counter trend 3 crude oil, A and B version, both lost. Cobra crude long lost, and so just too volatile right now to trade this. And TradeStation won't allow it. Other brokers may not allow it. I'm not familiar with what every single future broker is doing right now. I know that many of them have raised their margins to 5,000 on the mini crude and 10,000 on the big crude, and if crude oil were to go from here to minus 100, you'd be down $117,000. You probably would have a stop, but you could get a gap around your stop, and so that could be a pretty fast sell-off, and it could slice through your stop, and you could have an additional $10,000 or $20,000 in losses that you didn't plan on having on. So be careful trading crude oil. Trade it. Don't hold it. What I recommend is, I've taken some trades in crude oil, but I don't recommend holding it during a closed period, and I recommend keeping your eye on it the entire time you're trading it and keeping those stops in a good place, so they're fairly close to the market. If you can find good trades like that, good turning points, good inflection points, then I would recommend it from a discretionary perspective. But these are systems, and so we're talking systems right now. And so for these strategies, since you can't trade the June, I would just hold off on those. And if you do, you're missing some losses with some extra volatility. $4 ranges, $5 ranges in crude oil is extreme, and negative prices in crude oil is also extreme. Asia Gold 4, let's take a look at the report on that. This is a good strategy to trade. Going back, well, this is only set to 7 months, but you see 21 trades, $760 average trade profit, only $1,000 close trade drawdown. Nice equity curve. Cobra Gold also a winner today. Cobra Gold's been on a streak. Let's take a look at the performance report. So for the last 7 months, these are the results of Cobra Gold. 52.75, 170 average trade profit, $49. 49 trades, 27.50 max drawdown. This is with slippage and commission. So that's Cobra Gold. Some of these trades in gold could do better with a bigger profit target, especially on the long side since the trend is up. But you can manage that on your side as well. All strategy X has 5. One trade today, minus 725 in SR counter trend 2 V2M 1M crude oil. And so once again, tricky to trade crude oil. Yesterday, this one had a winner. Today it had a loser, and then yesterday this one had a winner, and this one had a loser yesterday. So no other trades in all strategy X has 5. Those are the trades on the day. Also ES after hours, we sent this one out. It is plus 462.50. A lot of chop in this market today. You see that. Tomorrow is Friday. Should be an interesting trading day. Would have anticipated more downward price action overall in the market. I thought this was some real price action earlier in the week. Let's see. We came in on Monday right here. Market sold off. This felt like the market would sell off this week. We'd come back and test some of these numbers some lower pivot points on the daily charts, but they've held it up the last 2 days. Yesterday just seemed like a fake rally, and you saw that at the end of the day, that pretty sharp sell-off, and then today you see another sharp sell-off, but it's still holding. So technically, they keep holding it up, even though it seems like it ought to sell. And so you have to trade. You have to continue to trade what is instead of what should be. So that's the mantra that we continue to talk about in trading. You trade what is instead of what should be, because market should go down a little more than this based on what I'm seeing technically, but fundamentally the Fed has backstopped the market, so it's really hard to short. It's just really hard to short this market. Any shorts get bought up quickly because there's a lot of money that knows that the Fed is backstopping it, and so they are programmed to buy it with legions and legions of money in the stock market. So that's the difference between stocks and crude oil. That's why crude oil went negative, is because there is no QE in crude oil, there is no Fed support in crude oil, but there is in the stock market. So those are the trades on the day and what to watch for.